and our guest is waiting, Honorable Abubakar Sadiq Sadu Fakai. A fine morning to you, sir.
Yeah, morning. We are good here. Thank you.
Okay, then that's good. It's a lot better. Okay. First of all, maybe to touch base and find out about Kebbi politics as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is gearing up to visit your state. In fact, it was supposed to be tomorrow, but did I hear that it has been postponed? Tell me about that. Is it tomorrow or is it not tomorrow anymore?
Yeah, the news come up yesterday that there are some little changes which they postponed it, but the new date is going to be announced after tomorrow's stakeholders meeting. I believe the new date is going to be announced, but it's not going to be tomorrow again.
Okay. Well, excellent. We can still find out about the work that's going on in in Kebbi State, developments there. I was reading in the news that your governor, as well as the Attorney General of the Federation, the Attorney General of the state, I beg your pardon, had been urging some sectors of Kebbi State that, look, Asiwaju is the candidate, and whatever anybody else is telling you, since there were some, some sort of murmurings of maybe there was not agreement between the president and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all of which has been put in the dustbin as totally untrue. But even your governorship candidate, Dr. Nasir Idris, that day, Tinubu and Idris are the people to be voted for. Give me some sort of a view of politics in Kebbi, and how much of a threat do you think the APC is as an opposition?
Well, it's okay. As I say, Kebbi is an APC state, which everybody know that. Not even having our governor as chairman, progressive governors for us in person of the Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu. But people of Kebbi State, the politics in Kebbi State, people based on credibility, people based on the kind of contribution, your track record, who you are and what you do, and what people are hoping when you have the opportunity you do for them. And the good thing is that you find all this in all our candidates, right? From our presidential candidates, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which people know, they know his track record. With his running mate, Senator Kashin Shettima, people know his track record. And the good thing about Kebbi State, the Dr. Nasiru Idris Karangondu, which he's the candidate of APC in Kebbi State, has done so much, has done very well, even when he served as the president of Nigerian Union of Teachers. And people feel his impact in the state. People love him. He has been doing a lot for the indigenous of Kebbi State, and he's always available for people of Kebbi State. But I can tell you, APC has a very good candidate there, with support of the Honorable Minister of Justice, Attorney General, and the governor of all our critical stakeholders. I can tell you, we are good to go in Kebbi State as far as we're concerned regarding our candidacy. So Kebbi is an APC home. So
you in keeping with your official position of Northwest Director of PCC Contact and Mobilization, you've been working at it in terms of mobilizing people, that look, because everybody that we speak to on the political sphere is saying that, look, we're sure, we're good, but we're not resting on our laurels. In spite of that, we are working, pressing the flesh, as they say in America, just meeting everybody. Is that very much the way it is in Kebbi as well? Or are you just relying on what you've just said, that everybody knows Kebbi is an APC state? Are you still putting in the work?
No. We are politicking. Definitely, we are out to engage people, to make sure that people still keep on appreciating what the administration has done for them, to make sure that people will see reason why APC, all our candidates should return elected. I can tell you we are still doing serious engagement. We didn't look at what we have, as I say, but we are still reaching out to people, engaging them, telling them more reason why they should vote for us, giving them assurance of the continuity of the good things that they have been benefiting in these administrations, and the incoming administration, by the grace of God, is going to do more than what this present administration has done for them.
Okay.
People of Kebbi State are known as farmers.
Yes.
We know Kebbi is not more of a business state. but it's coming of His Excellency Senator Atiku Bagudu. He tried to see that how he can divert that, having Kebbi State been in the front line in terms of rice producing states. And the governor, when he come on board, he realized that Kebbi is not a business state. Being an economics, I tell you, he tried to divert the economic, and majority of people are into farming, majority of people are into businesses. I can tell you now, even the revenue generated book of Kebbi State, with the policy and the economic style of our governor, I tell you, a lot has happened. He has invested heavily in power when he come on board. He invests initially we're having some power challenge, but the governor come on board, he invests heavily on power. That give a lot of comfort to a lot of investors, which I can tell you now, in Kebbi State, we have more than 10 rice processing mills. Others are up on their way coming with other factories. That attracts a lot of investors to the state. As a result of those investors come, our revenue book has increased. As a result of that, I can tell you there is increase in employment opportunities. You know very well that government cannot accommodate everybody in terms of employing in people as in workforce. But as a result of those companies in the state now, we have a lot of employment opportunities for our teaming young people in the state, which I tell you, they are very happy for that. And it reduced even insecurity because we didn't have a lot of idle people that are staying redundant without having anything doing. So I can tell you we are good. We have a lot that people appreciate us. And the governor has done a lot in the area of infrastructure, because if you come to Kebbi State, no any primary school from 2015 to date that was not as an expand upgrade, apart from the new one, to 2-3 times of the way it is standard. When you are talking about the health sector, the governor has increased the size, even in the general hospital, more than 70% the way he has done a lot of infrastructure. And I can tell you that other opportunities are there, apart from social intervention program, apart from all-inclusive government that the government is doing. So those are the kind of things, government is for the people and by the people. And I believe that if you are talking about the road, the governor has done so much in the area of at least constructing. Not any local government in the state there is no development. The least you can see, not less than at least 20 kilometers township road. All this is as a result of His Excellency Douglas. That is why people of Kebbi State has benefit.
Honorable Fakai, I beg your pardon for interrupting you. As you just spoke about roads, when you were speaking about infrastructural development, people have been talking about a Sokoto Koko Yauri road, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me about that, because that it has come up for mention, and tell me about the state of it, this Sokoto Koko Yauri road, so that the rest of Nigeria could understand the significance of that. It's part of the work that His Excellency.
I can tell you that is federal government roads, because I will come to that, but since you have asked question, let me explain to you. I come from Kebbi South. I come from Kebbi South, and that is my road. If we are linking from Jega, Mayama, Kokobese, that is why it will link up towards my constituency where I come from. I can tell you before, when we are passing that road, we have to take through like Kingari, the other way, which is very long distance. But the road from Sokoto, Tambuwal, Jega, Mayama, Koko, down to Kontagore, Wuri are 100% completed. People are moving fine. I can tell you the road has been completed and they have done it up to the standard. And this road is courtesy of this administration under the leadership of President Mahmoud Buhari.
Okay. Well, since you say, sir, since you say, Honorable, that, and it is not that you say, but it is the truth, and thank you for setting me right there, that particular road, the Sokoto Koko Yauri road, is a federal government road. But that doesn't take from the fact that His Excellency, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu has also been working on, roads within the state. Which is the most important? Well, everything will be important, but which are the main ones here that are real showpieces?
That the governor has done?
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you, previous administration has come and go. When they come, what is needed most is what the administration will pay attention to. The previous administration has concentrated in most of the rural area, which that has been done. When the governor comes, most of the township roads in the state, in the villages, in the local government headquarters are not in good shape. I can tell you that the governor, no any local governor within the 21 local government of Kebbi State that has not enjoyed at least the township road minimum of not less than 20 kilometers, which apart from the township road in the state capital, and he's still doing his best. That is, if you can put all together, people can see, apart from other major roads in different places and that connected the main city to other villages, that other previous administration has not put them in good shape. This administration has done them perfectly well. He has done very well in the area of those infrastructure.
I see. Okay. As you know, so we have to talk about it. Security is an issue all over the country, but in particular in the northern areas, I would imagine. Give me your sort of appraisal of the state of security there. How peaceful and, what the efforts that the governor, in short, that the administration has been able to bring to bear, and what's the state right now?
The good thing is that, the issue of insecurity is a state issue, but Kebbi State is one of the affected states, more especially the constituency I come from, that is Kebbi South, talking about Zuru, Pakai, Donkosogu, and Sakaba. Pakai does exit the share border with Niger State, and they also share border with Zamfara State and Sokoto State. So as a result of those bandits affected those areas, those villages, the local government has shared some borders. That is why Kebbi is also affected. And I can tell you, if other governors are doing what the governor of Kebbi State is doing in terms of tackling the security, I believe we can eradicate it within a shorter period of time. The governor is doing very well. He's always available. He reaches out to the security agencies. And I can tell you, they are doing very well, at least to stop and tackle the insecurity within those areas.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you know, this is technology. I am in Lagos, southwest of the country. You are in Kebbi State up there. We have really, that is speaking as far away as the south here, the fuel situation has been agonizing to the people. Then you combine that with this whole matter of currency change. Again, that's another cause for severe pain, even if, the central bank in recent days has begun to swing into action to see what it can do about it. So I wanted to ask you, use the opportunity of speaking with you this morning to give me your sort of insight into this particular situation as it affects Kebbi. The fuel situation, how bad is it in Kebbi? It's not been very good in Lagos, I can tell you. People are queuing up to 2 a.m. in the morning. It's going for all sorts of prices. First of all, do you think this is causing disaffection? After telling me the state of it, do you think it is causing disaffection? That's a question I thought I might ask you.
Basically, government are meant to make policies, and there is no government who will make policies that will affect the life of the people. Whatever you see government doing is doing it with good intention of at least adding value to the people. So as far as I'm concerned, this policy has come and they have given good notice of 3 months. And President has said it in different fora. If your money that you have are genuinely money, he didn't say anything difficult for you to exchange it within the shorter period of time with this period of almost 90 days. So basically, whenever you say you are going to do something at the time minute, definitely you are going to face a lot of challenges. People that follow the law and they do it accordingly, I think they are not complaining about this. Any policy that is good for the country, not Nigeria, definitely at the first instance, you expect to have some challenges. It's a law, is a policy, and this has been announced in different places. Definitely, it's not easy for people that doesn't take advantage of at least complying within the initial period that the CBN. Yeah, you may find some complaint 1, 2 places, but now I think everything is fine, is in order. The little challenge that come up and nobody can take it away. When the policy comes, we expect the financial institution, which is commercial bank, we make the new currencies available, which I fault them personally. I'm an APC, but I fault most of the commercial bank. I didn't know what happened between them and the CBN. But when this policy come and they already put the deadline of it, we expect the commercial bank, when they return any old money, old currency that got to the bank, they should not be able to allow that money to come out. They should be able to make the new currencies available. Despite the fact I know the CBN is coming with the policy of this cashless policy, we know more especially we that come from the northern part of the country. You go to some villages, you had to find somebody with 100 form. A lot of some people are more comfortable seeing their cash within the available of their disposal. They don't want anybody to be in control of their cash. But I expect CBN will come with a lot of sensitizations, will come with a lot of ways that they will make a lot of things easy for our people in the rural area.
Okay.
Definitely people complain because most of those commercial banks are not available in different rural areas. So those are the few challenges, but at least with the extension now, you can see everybody is busy doing their own activities. Some POS people are getting the cash now, and at least the tension is coming down. And we appreciate the president and the CBN for extending at least 10 days. That is going to be, I think before the next, it's going to be addressed by the grace of God.
Okay. So,
but people, what I call for people to understand, there is no way government will come with policy that will affect their life. Government always come with policy and impose it. And if not government, nobody will do that. It's only government that can come with policy and impose it for the good and benefit of the Nigerian. So people should look at the advantage and the benefit. Whatever government did, as a result of, definitely government have to do this. If you understand the cash in circulation, people are no longer taking the money to the bank. And as a result of that, it's also affecting our economy. Because the same money that goes, that is what banks use to give loan to most of the business people, to give loan to most of the traders, to give loan to most of the industries and companies that we have. But when people decided to hold cash in their place, there is a scenario that I see in Kebbi State. There is somebody that I don't want to mention the name of the bank or the direction. But I can tell you, this man, his house is not far from one of the commercial banks. But do you know at this minute that the man is bringing close to how many millions, close to 90 million naira rushing to take to the bank? So at least security-wise, it's not even advisable for one to keep this kind of money in your custody. It's good money should be in circulation within the system, but people decided to. If government doesn't do that, at least it's also affecting the economy of the country.
All right. Okay, then. Ada has called in. Our program is very interactive. Good morning to you, Ada.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Yuri and your guest there.
Yes.
Mr. Ada calling from just Plateau State. Unfortunately, I couldn't get through yesterday, but I'll just touch on that briefly. But let me go to your topic now.
Sure.
I wish Tinubu, that's CYD Tinubu, and his campaign train a successful outing in Kebbi State as tomorrow, according to your.
Well, not tomorrow. But it's been postponed. We've just been told that it's been postponed, and we will be told when it will now hold.
Okay. Anytime it happens, anyway.
Very soon.
But my advice to the campaign train is, whenever they have it, is to conduct themselves well. The flag bearer and the presidential flag bearer and his respective spokespersons to focus their campaign on issues. They should use temperate language, apply some level of emotional intelligence. Asiwaju should prevail on Buhari to address the issue of fuel scarcity and new naira scarcity as well, which is a major crisis on ground now, to avoid their indirectly campaigning for the opposition party. They should stop the blame game and confront the reality. Commercial banks, ATMs, and the money agents, they should stop dispensing old notes. Otherwise, the 10 days extension will have no meaning. Mr. Yori, I had a terrible experience yesterday. All the POS around me, all the ATMs around me, none was functioning. I tried to transfer, it didn't work. So I went to the POS man that I'm familiar with, and he has a shop, the shop there. After shopping and everything, paid my dues, that is, I paid for my utilities, the STV, the DSTV, water, and what have you, And then what happened? Then he used his POS to now do the transfer. The transfer didn't work, but he allowed me because he knows me. He has already, given me the electricity. He has already paid for my DSTV. There's no way he would have taken it back. But because he knows me very well, that was why he did that transfer after we had completed everything. You understand now? So where do we go from there? So it's today. I will now go back to him, because on my own phone I cannot do any transfer. So I'm an advocate of cashless policy, but it has to take a gradual process. You understand now? It has to be a gradual process. What has even messed it up now? What has attracted people to start selling the naira and then reselling it and all that is because they started the implementation poorly. You know that even that 90 days or 100 days, that initial one, it would have been okay if they had stopped issuing the old notes and allowed the new notes to be circulating, while the other one will be going up, will be side by side with the new one. And it will be phasing out gradually. But it's ridiculous. You go to a bank, the bank will still issue you the old name. It's more like the prayer of a bank defender. I can't understand it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Ada. I really appreciate your calling in. Honorable Thakai, you heard all that, that litany, but what you've given us to understand is that it's not exactly an unbearable situation. And what you've said, that as far as you're concerned, your perspective is that we should be patient. The offshoot of all of that, of course, if you put it against what Ada was saying, calling in from Jos, her experience can well be replicated, that, look, I also had that experience. Maybe it's coincidental. The network has also gone very, very, very slow. You might find that it takes you up to 4 or 5 times as long. You're even beginning to wonder if this transaction that you are doing on your phone is going through. So that's nobody's fault. But coming back to what you had said, I get the impression that, it's not too bad in Kebbi. All those things that we're hearing about the poor folk in the rural areas being the people who are going to suffer this most, you seem to be saying that's overstating the case a little, and that it's not as bad as all of that.